So let me go my CloudFront. Did you complete CloudFront lab? Sure. Okay. Okay. So these are my different CloudFronts domains. So guys, make it ready with you to do the CloudFront lab, like Route 53, your domain name, your ALB or S3 endpoint, whatever it is target. Okay. So if you can see here only, in this architecture, we have a WAF and CloudFront, right? After that, whatever it is in the target level, maybe your load balancer. Okay. So CloudFront, I'm going to configure with the load balancer. Okay. Or S3 endpoint, whatever. Create a distribution. Choose origin domain. If you can see here, Amazon S3, Elastic Load Balancer, API Gateway, so many things. If you can see so many endpoints, I'm able to see here. I have created S3s also. So in my case, ALB. So in your case, you will do 2 labs in, okay, in the examination itself, I'm going to give that point. So I'm going to select ALB. In your case, you can see S3 also. Static website hosting we have to discuss, right? That will reflect here. In your static website hosting, the URL will reflect here. You can select that URL as a target also. Okay. In my case, I'm showing here application load balance as a target of my CloudFront. Agenda is what? Agenda is what? My CloudFront, I have selected ALB, right? What is the CloudFront agenda here? Edge locations. It's going to configure the same application to edge locations, right or not? To overcome the latency issues. Okay. So before, if someone will come and ask in interviews, what is CloudFront? How you should say answer, CloudFront is a CDN. Okay. CloudFront is a CDN. One more time also. CDN is a CloudFront. Don't say this. Okay. Same point you are saying, different directions. Okay. So first you should start from edge locations. So you should say that, okay, thanks for asking this question. Before explain the CloudFront, I want to discuss about here edge locations. So AWS is providing regions and availability zones. Along with that, AWS is providing edge locations. The number is more than 500 plus. Okay. So if I'm talking about a Mumbai as a one region in our India or Asia, so the AWS is providing the nearby cities, most popular cities, they are maintaining edge locations. So the agenda of this is, if requests are getting from the different cities, most popular cities, their requests are no need to come into the master. Okay, they will just request to edge locations. The response will go from edge location based on the cache. Like how in our laptop cache will work. So first time my request will go to server, and next time onwards, the temporary storage will host that, will save that content in my local laptop. We can get the response quickly, right? Same thing in the edge locations also will follow the same content. It will store the data into that nearby edge locations, most recent data. We have a time period. At that time period, it will allow so that users will feel the quick response. No need to head into that main regions. So from that, we can protect our main region for more requests, so that we'll get a latency and performance and also cost effective. So many things. And not only these things, we get a high availability also. Like that's the answer. Okay, at least. Anyway. So HTTP only, I'm allowing just. So here is URLB. Shield is not required. These are all not required points. No need to select. These are advanced point. So what I need to select here? S. Okay, leave it for this. No. Next, cache policy and origin request policy recommended. So you can select any one. Caching optimize. Something you should select. In the cache policy, request policy recommended. So you should select something, anyone. So I'm selecting caching optimized. Okay. So optional, leave it. These are all optional things. Web application firewall. See, enable security protection. If you want to enable use monitoring, it will allow all automatically web application firewall. Otherwise, do not enable. Whatever, it's completely your wish. If you can see price class, choose the price class associated with the maximum price that you want to pay. Use all edge locations, best performance. Okay. So all edge locations is going to configure. Okay. Okay. So I have already certificate, right? SSL certificate, like load balancer you have attached, right? SSL certificate. Okay. Create distribution. That's it. IPv4 now. Come to distributions. See deploying mode, right? This is deploying mode. It will take just few seconds. No issue. Ravi Kumar. Okay. So deploying mode still. Anyway, let me try. So this is the distribution domain name. Okay. Configure edge location domain name, this one. Okay. You should access from here. Okay. So it's still deploying mode, right? It's taking some time. The site can't be reached. It will take some time. Don't worry. Deploying mode. Okay. It's working fine. Okay. The reason is my target load balancer, I have enabled HTTPS and HTTP request both yesterday, right? 8 and 440. It's working fine. Okay. So my application is configured for all edge locations. Okay. I mean, when I say configure all edge locations, don't think so they are taking my application and maintain all locations. It will just allow traffic to all edge locations only. If people access the same application, that application is going to go through edge locations. Okay, what I'm trying to say here, you don't think so all edge locations is nothing but that take the copy. Okay, so this is main, right? For example, this is main Mumbai. Okay, For example, one person is accessing from Chennai. Okay, Chennai. So first it will check that Chennai edge location, the applications there are not. Here, the request will go check edge location, the data is there or not. If not there, the request will go to main. So here the point is, from the getting the data from the main, it will come through the edge location to Chennai. So here it will store now. Not for all data, it will store to edge locations. Okay, so cache. Same thing. This is my laptop, for example. Okay. Okay. See, these are the edge location. If the data is available, we can get it from edge locations. Okay, we can get it from edge locations. Otherwise, edge location. Okay. At that time, the request will go to from through here to main origin and get back to through edge location to user. So here the data is going to store this time. So if I'm watching IPL, for example, if whoever accessing from the Chennai, the request definitely 1 CR people is watching means the request is going to store in edge locations, frequent data. So same Chennai people are going to access IPL. The request will go to first time main and it will store to cache. Many requests are coming from the Chennai to see the IPL match. So at that time, no need to go main. Simply cache. It will work. Okay. So we have a TTL. What is TTL? What is TTL, guys? What is TTL? Very good, Bharat. Time to leave. Okay, time to leave. For example, guys, if you set your time here for 1 day, 1 day. Okay, if you set your time to 1 day here for edge locations, it will allow the recent activity till 1 day. It will be available for 1 day. After that, it's going to expire. Next request will going to store. For example, I'm watching IPL now. The IPL related data is going to store in the edge locations for 1 day. The reason is the match will only for 1 day, right? After that, new content will come. So we can set a point for, set point is for 1 day, time to leave. So after 1 day, the data is going to, next data will come and overwrite in that, the edge locations. Like that, we can select the time to leave function. Is it clear what I'm trying to say, you guys? We should select from time to leave function. Okay, that is for time to leave. So if you set point is for 2 days, it will allow for 2 days the same application so into your cache, means edge locations. If I put for 1 hour, after 1 hour, next content will go on store into your edge locations. Like that, time to leave. After that, it will leave. Okay. So this is the CloudFront. So anyone has any doubts? The CloudFront? So go to CloudFront, create a distribution. Again, I'm going to show you here. Origin domain, you should select your target is origin what, which domain you are going to make it as origin. So my case, application load balancer. In your case, you know, static website hosting, right? Okay. You can host something in the S3, you can give the S3 endpoint also. So actually you are accessing the HTML content in the static website hosting with that URL. If you want to give edge locations configure with that, you should give here in the CloudFront only. Okay. If someone will ask how you can give the edge locations configurations, I mean, how you can overcome the your application, just brief about that. If you have a application in Mumbai, I want to overcome the latency and give the high available for nearby regions. Is there any option how you can follow? If someone will ask, yes, we have an option, the CloudFront. AWS is offer the very good service as a CloudFront. It will offer, I mean, it will configure by default many edge locations in nearby regions or across the regions. We have options. If you select all edge locations, it's going to configure all edge locations. Okay. So once request will come to the main origin, the recent activity is going to store nearby edge locations. As per the access, we have a time to leave function also. Whatever set point you have given, accordingly it will work. Okay, until it will store the previous data. Once time to leave we cross, we'll just whatever new content is going to access from the user, that is going to store into our nearby edge locations. We can overcome the latency like our laptop cache. These are all about story about CloudFront. So this is the first step I need to select here. So HTTP or HTTPS or match your, if your application will support both, you can select HTTP or HTTPS. So if I yesterday Ravi Kumar account, I did HTTP is disabled, right? In this time, it will not work. In my load balancer, will allow both HTTP and HTTPS. That's the reason my end is working. Otherwise, it will not work for HTTP. So keep as the same points. Don't change anything till here. You should give the caching optimize. Same points. No need to change anything here. Do not disturb or enable security group, whatever. So use all edge locations for best performance. And you give your certificate. Without certificate also it will work. Only with HTTP. Without certificate also it will work. Many people are not created the certificate. Don't, no issue. That's it. Create distribution only. Your origin, all edge locations. That's it. Only 2 points here. That's it. Sir, we can store the photos in S3 bucket through CloudFront. Can view public or private? It's completely your wish, right? If it is a private, you should give the access for to whom you want to give by using IAM policy. No, if by default, if you want to public, you can give allow for all public access. CloudFront is for performance only. Without CloudFront, everything will work. CloudFront only for performance. Okay, don't confuse here. CloudFront only performance. Now,